Hey yo, what's up boys and girls and everybody until today. So in today's video we'll be talking about some of the most unused vehicles in off-the-road multiplayer. So we all know what off-the-road multiplayer is. It's basically like a server where other players can also play, and the maximum limit is 4. So in today's video we'll be talking about some of the vehicles that are almost never used, and most of them just don't use them. Starting off with our first vehicle being Z. Now, if you guys don't know what Z is, this is the vehicle known as Z. It is a Russian truck, that's what its info says, and kinda it looks like a Russian truck as well. Now, this truck, the reason why this truck is never used might be because there are other trucks better than this, and the maximum storage or the capacity limit it has is only 25, whereas other trucks like Titan, Daction has 23, but still they are not better than Z, right? No, they are. Many people think that having more capacity can be more helpful, but no, in multiplayer we're not talking about capacity or anything, we're talking about raw power. So that might be the reason why no one uses it mostly, and even if someone uses, they're just mostly criticized for using it because you see, no one really uses this vehicle and it's legally considered as the most useless vehicle. I mean, I don't know if many people consider it useless or not, but I don't. But that's what the info says according to a voting poll, which clearly I did. Just kidding. Alright, so that is our first vehicle, which was a truck. And our second vehicle is going to be from a 4x4. Or you can even say it's from a rally. We will have a rally one as well. And one from others, but not in this video. For this one we will be having 4x4 and others. And the 4x4 vehicle is actually a buggy. You see, even though most new players are the ones to join multiplayers because they want to see new maps and explore it, they don't use buggy. They just don't seem to use it because they think that stingers or vehicles like stingers, which are really fast and good for the early stages of the game, can be better than buggy. But they might be wrong in some cases, for example traction and durability, in which buggy is clearly ahead of them. But the most reasonable reason why no one uses buggy, or a little number of players use buggy, is simply because there are better vehicles. You see, most of the reasons why people don't use buggy or any other vehicle is because there are better vehicles, and people will use the better version of it instead of using the bad version. For example, just take a really slow working phone and a normally working phone, or a fast working phone. They will choose normal or fast working phone because that's the phone that is better. So this is the reason why most people just don't seem to use buggy, and even if they do, they're mostly losing in the matches until and unless you or any other player is noob and they are just better at playing. So the next time you see a buggy, understand that he's a new player, or other new players actually don't use buggy, but many people don't, and that's the topic of this video. And now, the last vehicle we will be talking about is going to be a vehicle that no one could have guessed. I mean, you can guess, or you can comment down your guess in the comment section, but let's see how many of you get correct, and no cheating because of course there will be no cheating. So let's move on to our third vehicle of the video, which is practically never used in multiplayers. So the vehicle is actually Rainbow. Now, hear me out. This vehicle is all fancy looking and all, right? But on the side of giving advantage and profit, it's actually not very good. You see, Rainbow is a vehicle from the category others, where vehicles which are neither rally nor 4x4 or even trucks lay in. In this category, vehicles that are not categorized as rally, 4x4 or trucks are basically in. For example, we have Icarus and its master voltage. So there are many vehicles in other list, and one of them is Rainbow. Now, even though this vehicle is a good looking vehicle, and also this is one of the most iconic vehicles in many animated movies. I mean, like many animated movies. You can see this vehicle, or things like oh, look at that stunt. Wow, that was genius. Not genius, that was a nice one. Okay, even though this vehicle is like very iconic in animated movies and all, no one really uses it in a multiplayer, and it might be because of its speed. You see, rally, I mean, this vehicle Rainbow is not very fast. Okay, it's not very fast, and also it's not very durable, while also having normal traction. And people, what do? They try to use one of the best vehicles in the game. For example, you can use the same example in other games as well. Most people just tend to use the best tools or best characters or best things in that particular video game. Same goes in off the road. People tend to use better vehicles and better things for better, what do you say, performance in different types of challenges. So most people just ignore Rainbow because in the others list we have Icarus, and that guy is a beast, a literal absolute beast. People also don't use vehicles like Carbon Yeti or Golden Yeti, but we are not adding them because for flexing and all, they do use it. And I mean, they do use it a lot, literally a lot. But Rainbow, this vehicle is almost never seen. Now, by the time you might be watching this video, it might be possible that you can see a lot of people using Rainbow because they can and they want to after watching tons of videos about it. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is one of the vehicles that is the least used vehicles. And that's not what I am saying or what others are saying. That's what literally everyone's mentality says. Like, just think about it. Would you rather use Icarus for a race or Mercury? Now, many people would say Icarus, but Icarus got nerfed badly. And I mean badly. So most people who are logical and they know that Mercury is faster in terms of a drag race or any other race, they will choose Mercury. But you know what's the downside of using Mercury? It is uncontrollable, literally. If you don't know or if you haven't understood properly the mastering or the proper handling of Mercury, you might not be able to use Mercury at its best potential. So you should always think about the downsides and also the advantages before using a vehicle for any other thing. And anyways, at the end of the day, this is just off-roading game and it depends on everyone's others, what do you say, opinions. So we are not the ones who can decide. And also, this is the second week till Rockbite Studios has uploaded anything. It has been 16 days and still Off the Road 2 is not out. I mean, they're doing a great job, so let's all wait for it and hope it comes really quickly. And this is me, Infinite, zooming out.